As a Laker fan, I must admit, Julius Randle is one complex case to crack. On one hand, he's young, extremely versatile, efficient, and the Lakers play better with him on the floor as opposed to him off of it. On the other hand, Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka seem determined to bring two max contract free agents to the Lakers to build around Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo Ball. Which brings me to my question. Should the Lakers trade Julius Randle? I'll give you 5 to 10 seconds to post your initial answer in the comment section down below. What's going on, guys? Flight Mike here, and this is a video that's fairly near and dear to my heart because, as you all know, I am a Laker fan, and I must admit it's been a really tough 5 years to be a Laker fan. In the past 5 years, we've had to deal with the death of Dr. Jerry Buss, may he rest in peace, his incompetent son Jim taking over and making ludicrous promises, Dwight Howard coming and leaving, and 4 new coaches since Phil Jackson. There's been moments of euphoria like Kobe Bryant's final game against the Utah Jazz, and moments of brief terror like the Timofey Mozgov and Luol Deng signing. And here we are today. Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson have been hired to issue a new era in the Lakers front office because they know the expectations that Laker fans have for the Laker brand. Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak have been relieved of their duties, although I am eternally grateful for all the contributions Mitch has made to the franchise. And so far, I must admit, I have been extremely impressed by Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka. They turned D'Angelo Russell into Kyle Kuzma, which is a franchise cornerstone, Josh Hart, which is a great role player, and Brook Lopez, a modern NBA center, while shedding Timofey Mozgov's salary. They were able to sign Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to a 1-year max, and they are currently attempting to pander to all of Los Angeles' expectations by shedding salary to bring in 2 max contract players, although their transparency may have damaged the Lakers this season. In order to reach a position to acquire 2 free agent superstars in their primes, the Lakers have a lot of salary cap gymnastics to undergo, and upon doing so, nothing is guaranteed. Let's think about this year's free agency class for a second. In order to have space for this offseason, the Lakers will have to renounce all free agents, meaning goodbye Julius Randle, Brook Lopez, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The next thing the Lakers must do is get rid of Jordan Clarkson and Luol Deng. Upon doing this, the Lakers get to choose from LeBron James, DeMarcus Cousins, and Paul George as their prime candidates to bring to Hollywood, as the other players in this class come with some baggage in the form of injuries. Although I wouldn't really mind a player like Chris Paul, Isaiah Thomas, or Jabari Parker. And personally, I just have to put in a little tidbit here. I'm a huge fan of Jabari Parker. The most obvious move has been to package Luol Deng's salary with Julius Randle's expiring contract and ship him to another team. Now my question here is all of this even necessary? While Julius Randle hasn't added a reliable 3-point shot, he has made significant strides in this season. Check this. Per 36 minutes, Julius Randle has been averaging 21 points, 10 rebounds, and a combined 2 steals and blocks. That's insanely valuable to any team. He has become significantly more efficient as well, registering a 60% true shooting percentage, which makes his value go from a player like Derrick Rose's caliber to a player more of Serge Ibaka's caliber. But bear in mind, Julius Randle is only 23. On defense, he has grown significantly as a small ball 5 and has been leveraging his speed and playmaking against other centers. By accepting a limited bench role while playing the best ball of his life, he has demonstrated a team-first maturity even in the face of Luke Walton's questionable rotations. Now, I know we always make this comparison for Julius Randle, and this is what we all believe his ceiling is, but I can see him carving out a do-it-all, Draymond Green, glue man type role for a contending squad. Is there a path forward with Julius Randle? Yes, absolutely, but not with 2 other max free agents. If LeBron's psychic powers are broadcasting that he'll stay in Cleveland, here's a proposal. Shoot for 1 max free agent, say Paul George for instance, and target Randle along with another quality starter with the rest of the cap space. Randle is unlikely to receive a max contract offer in the market anyways, so locking him up for 15 to 20 mil per year is a reasonable goal. With the other slot, the Lakers should target a young shooting guard. You could offer up to $15 million a year in a very deep free agent class. In addition to just looking at retaining KCP, there's a mix of available veterans and young guns. Players like JJ Redick, Avery Bradley, Will Barton, Rodney Hood, and Zach LaVine on the market. With those moves, the Lakers rotation could look something like this. Lonzo Ball, whoever they sign at the shooting guard, let's just assume Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Brandon Ingram, Paul George, and Julius Randle starting, with Kyle Kuzma, Larry Nance Jr., Josh Hart, and Ivica Zubac coming off of the bench. By adding George but retaining Randle, the Lakers could upgrade their outside shooting with another legitimate weapon on offense. Defensively, they would be a formidable matchup with the flexibility to switch on everything and light up opposing teams in transition off turnovers. Now don't get me wrong, that team may not be an instant title contender like they may have been if LeBron James came along, but it could take a step towards contention. Although the win-loss column hasn't shown it yet, the Lakers are already getting better. Randall aside, Kuzma and Lonzo Ball have both shown they belong as rookies, and Brandon Ingram is a leap away from being a legitimate star in this league. There's something to be said for a patient, incremental team-building approach that gives the young talent a chance to grow. Nothing is better or more Los Angeles than making a paradigm-shattering splash, like the signing of Shaquille O'Neal or the trade for Dwight Howard. But the Lakers brass should keep in mind that sometimes that approach yields a championship, and other times it ends up being a poo-poo platter of Dwight Howard and Steve Nash. I've seen many times where super teams are formed out of nowhere and simply do not work. Think about the Brooklyn Nets in 2014. Think about the OKC Thunder kind of this year, although they're figuring it out more and more. They're not nearly as dominant as most fans believe that they would be. An organic approach where the Lakers develop their current talent is way more ideal. So to answer your question, I believe the Lakers should keep Julius Randle where he is and try to sign a few role players to surround around Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Kyle Kuzma. What do you guys think, Mike Mafia?